blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Taking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the farm, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'm killing every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. Some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and I'm joined by my 2 team members, LA and Bull Gates. How are you guys today?
Oh, hey, it's the weekend.
Good.
Everything's great, right?
Awesome. Yes.
I think most of us, well, some of us here anyway, every day is the same for crypto, but I know people really like the weekend. So, hey, it's the weekend, let's party.
I love it, Bull. Yeah, no doubt. Again, the crypto market is imploding. Sam Bankman-Fried is on the run. But we're having a good time here at EMP. So today's going to be another recap of all that we have going on. The next few days are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to be on the AMAs. Again, we're not going anywhere, but we have a ton of stuff we're working on behind the scenes. So, and I have some late night meetings as well. And we want to roll all the new stuff out. So we may be a little spotty over the next few days, but again, amazing things happening at EMP. We'll go over a lot of that today in this AMA, and please feel free to go back and look at some older videos this week as well. We talked about a ton of stuff, and it's always really a good idea if you miss some AMAs to go back and listen to old AMAs, at least the week of, if you have missed them, on the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is doing really well. We are, again, monetized. We made about $300 over the last 2 months in ad revenue, and all of that goes to EMP. We will be doing a full report every month on accounting for that. But the point is that, it doesn't sound like a lot to begin with, but over time it could be, especially as we, build the YouTube channel into other things as well. Obviously we'll always talk about EMP and the overall crypto market, but it's also a platform for other projects that we partner with to get on and talk about their, projects and so it's a win-win for everybody. And that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I know a lot of you like to listen to the recording on Telegram, which is great. We simulcast both of that. But again, please make sure you're also watching YouTube as well. So, all right, cool. So yeah, LA, I know you've been busy. A lot of marketing things going on. We have a major launch tomorrow that we're getting prepared for, and that is Rarity Sniper. So I know I'm getting everything done last minute. And things are looking really good. We're preparing all the blasts with their socials and our socials. And LA, we were doing even more research. They have an amazing Discord as well. We didn't even talk about their Discord, but I think it's like what, over 300,000 people on their Discord as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm super pumped that I was just finalizing things with them for tomorrow's we're going live with the Rarities tomorrow, and they told me like as soon as they flip that switch to go live within an hour or two, they'll be making their announcements on Twitter and Discord and everything. Their Twitter has 465,000 followers. Their Discord has 311,000 members. It's going to be pretty damn big. So their website gets hundreds of thousands of monthly visitors. This is going to be quite a big ordeal for us. A huge marketing opportunity. I've been in a marketing zone all day long, and this opportunity tomorrow is one of the biggest. So we're very excited for tomorrow. Put it that way. It's gonna really, darn it, compound.
Yes, make sure to
It's gonna
compound.
really put
Perfect timing. Yeah, go ahead, LA.
yeah. It's gonna really put the Sentinel squadrons on the radars of a lot of people that don't know that EMP exists yet.
Yep, 100%. So yeah, make sure everybody you compound. Again, we're not going to go over the detonator today, but there's your what 5 minute warning, 7 minute warning, something like that. So, but yeah, about Rarity Sniper, absolutely. I mean, a lot of these NFT projects have the most eyeballs on ETH mainnet. But again, with our success on BNB Chain, being the largest independent mint, one of the largest collections out there, period, in terms of, and definitely in terms of volume. I mean, we're doing like $10,000 a day in trading volume, which is amazing. And again, we get a 5% royalty on that as well. So it's okay if people want to buy and sell the NFTs. We want to encourage that. And again, I think people are getting a little bit, antsy because the APR is going down. But you have to realize the only reason the APR is going down is because the market has absolutely imploded. I mean, BNB is down, eShare is down, and because of that, the APRs are down. However, that could change in a matter of weeks or days or months to where, when eShare pumps and BNB pumps, you could be getting well over any of the APR range that you've seen even up until this point. So it is an ebb and flow, and literally, 99% of all NFTs are just a pretty JPEG. That you just have and hope somebody buys it from you because they like it better, or it's more rare, or there is no use case at all. With us, even if the APR is low, then you're actually earning on your investment into that NFT. So I mean, even at today's prices, you ROI in a year, and that sounds like a long time, but it's not. When you factor in, the market could easily double or triple by the end of that year. So again, I think people just get a little bit too stressed out. And again, if you want to sell, you can. I know a lot of people have been taking advantage of the opportunity and picking up even more NFTs. And that's another thing that people don't realize. Like, the more these NFTs get bought up by the treasury, by other good acting whales, there will not be people that are willing to sell the NFTs. And now they become even more scarce. And so, that drives the floor price up. And with this Rarity Sniper announcement, you will actually know what NFT traits are the most rare. I know, people are into that, and so are we. I mean, I know I'm going to be looking for a top 50 NFT in terms of rarity for sure to add to my collection. So again, those of you that are selling now are a little bit short-sighted when we can see the yield continue to grow, and because we're compounding in a very responsible manner, that 5-2 strategy that's applied daily. Basically, 70% of all rewards are compounded, 30% are claimed, and that will help the yield grow over time as well. So I just want to talk about that real fast. Again, all great things, even with the volatility and the market's looking bloody. We're still paying every single day here at EMP. So, Bull, anything you want to add to that?
course. So hopefully my volume's good. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Yeah, so like you really touched on there. It's all driven by the price of eShare, and when we see these puzzle pieces get put into place and the eShare price rise, like if you're a person that's concerned about the APR right now, and you're posting about that, yeah, you're well within your right to do that. But be that person that talks about it when it pumps too, so that we know you're watching both on the bottom and then the top. But the real thing to look at here, I think the overall like idea here in the ecosystem, in 30 seconds, by the way, with a little bit of buffer to compound. The thing to look at here is this idea that there will be supply shock on eShare. So when that new use case for eShare gets finished and put out, be it the beginning of the week or the end of the week, the supply shock is really going to set in, and the people that are kind of being that picky buyer, that choosy buyer, and then sweeping the floor, those are going to be the people that will see the biggest benefit of that eShare pump. And for me, I hate to see people say, oh man, I wish I would have done that, I wish I would have done that. And in a crypto, like, that's probably one of the most used things, like, man, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. And I was there too, so like don't take it like I'm an all-knowing, all-seeing, I'm not, but I hate to see like wasted opportunity, because we see those things go up and down, and where we have said that up and down is just a reflection of people's emotions. And if you take that longer view to look, do you think that ETH is going to go up? Do you think that EMP is going to go up? Do you think that eShare is going to go up? Do you think that BNB is going to go up in the future, or down? If you think it's going to go down, what's your plan? Are you going to, just stick it in your wallet, like BNB in your wallet, and kind of just hope for the best? Do you want to be able to try to earn some more BNB through like using the reactor, through using these NFTs? Do you have spare EMP that that you're wondering what to do with? There's that nice little that NFT in a box, right? Like, really, making sure that you can pair up EMP with something that doesn't hurt the system or hurt peg. And that's what part of the role of the NFT is to provide a use case, and a synergy within the ecosystem with EMP, with eShare. And so like these are all like thought out what you can do with them. It's not, like AJ said, just a pretty picture, and a lot of them are pretty bad pictures that are just JPEGs, but that's not something we'll get into. But here's an actual use case, something that can yield you something every day. And I try to always look at the bigger picture. Do I think the market is going to go up? Do I think it's going to go down? Where you hear me say don't look at the charts, I look at the charts for bigger tokens to see overall what I think the market might do. I rarely do that, like in EMP, because ultimately I know if this will sound counterintuitive, but the worse the market looks, the more projects fail around us. And never that I want to see projects fail, but the more that we see projects fail around us, the more credibility it gives our ecosystem. And the big thing is because of sustainability, where here we're having this conversation of this ebb and flow, or up and down, yield of the NFT, of the detonator, of reactor. We, of course we want it to be up and to the right always, of course. But the bigger picture really is that we want it to be sustainable. We don't want to have this just be here, next month or next year. We really do want to see this be here for years and years, and evolve with the market and lead the market in terms of like what's in this protocol, what there is to offer, like the owners of this protocol, in terms of revenue, the ability to earn here, and in a sustainable, responsible, transparent way, so that everybody here knows what to expect. And we've provided all these types of tools, for people. And all, there's always going to be new people. There's always going to be that same repetitive question. we might sound repetitive at times because we always, think some of these messages are important. And I think there are, probably really 100 important messages. And there are times that we forget to speak on the importance of that message. But there's somebody in the channel, like, kind of reiterating or driving home that point. And the real message here is sustainability. So you are going to see that up and down action. But look at the projects throughout DeFi that have failed and see what they promised. And, were they talking about sustainability? Were they talking about like the math behind why it's sustainable? And were there the people raising, kind of the issues or concerns in the channel, like, oh, is this, why is the APR going down? What's the deal? But, we have always said here, I think from day one, we're going to see things go up and down, but the key mission here is to make sure that people understand why those things are moving up and down, and getting, really, kind of letting that sink in your brain, and to make sure that that is the real, the biggest mission here is to make sure that, it's sustainable, because sustainability grants us access to people that, like, outside of crypto that are looking at this project, bigger projects, like, we've talked about in the past, wanting to be a part of this, and not just for the money, but because they see it, if it's another protocol investing in it, or it's a top 100 project that's investing here, or we're using their tools. It's not just a matter of using their tools, like, it's a matter of, like, they see something here, they see all of the good attributes that are here. And I think one thing that's lost on a lot of people in DeFi is that term sustainability, of what does it actually mean. And so I think maybe in the future we talk, like, in a much deeper sense about what sustainability actually means and what it grants the platform. And I like to look at the NFT as a perfect representation of, like, a tool set like that people have asked for in this protocol, in terms of the auto compounding, the 5-2 strategy, which is always been the code here to do a 5-2 or a 6-1. And then looking at that, it's represented in code, and the ability for you to claim a daily yield, and then have the chance at the lottery. If we look at all of those things kind of in context, and in all of the totality of what I just said, the NFT is almost the perfect representation of what this ecosystem has to offer you: a one-click solution of sustainability, but attached to the other parts of the protocol. And, sure, you're going to get MDB, because we believe in the partnerships that we've made here in terms of other good protocols, other good teams, other good people. And that's what we want to look for in terms of sustainability. That is part of sustainability, is making sure that, those days where your ecosystem is, kind of really not necessarily limping along, but, like, you have friends, another protocol friend, to help you along. And that's what we all need here, is to band together and make sure that we look at sustainability, maybe define it in our own way, but look at, like, how should the ecosystem define sustainability. But the NFT, it's a really good representation of that.
Yeah, no doubt, Bull. And again, I mean, we feel that the NFT, infrastructure, in the way that we are able to apply that to our ecosystem, really is, the way of the future. So, and we'll get into all that too in a minute. There were two things that Bull said I just want to elaborate on, and yeah, I mean, the APR is directly representative of the price of eShare and BNB, because that's what you're getting, or we're claiming, the smart contract rather. We're not doing anything, just to be clear. This is all done through a smart contract, and it's just code on the internet. But the smart contract claims the eShare BNB, and then that is what we use to, then the BNB side is what we use to buy MDB. So that's why I said the APR really is dependent on only eShare and BNB. However, again, not to leave our amazing partner out of the equation, MDB. So the BNB part of the LP is used to buy MDB, and then that is what's distributed to your wallet, or your holding as well. So you're getting eShare and you're getting MDB, both of which again are yield producing assets. So again, you can stake eShare, or like Bull mentioned, we have a use case coming for eShare, which I think is going to do wonders for not only the circulating supply, but also for the price. Again, that's one of the reasons why I have to make this AMA a little short and sweet. I have another meeting with Jake tonight, but we're hoping to get it out ASAP. We were hoping for this weekend, but we're running into a few delays. And as you know, we will never ever release something that we're not fully confident in, and that once we announce a hard date, we never miss that date. So we're just back testing some things, making sure we're good to go, and then this new use case or utility for eShare will be killer. And so my point to all that is that with the market being down, if you're looking at dollar value based on what your NFT produces, your APR can be much, much higher when you take profit on eShare and BNB when eShare and BNB are up. So we did a whole discussion yesterday on unrealized gains or realized unrealized loss, gain, or realized loss or gain. And what that means is, again, on paper, you can be down technically in terms of an unrealized loss. But once the market recovers and once eShare and BNB go up, that means the dollar value goes up, and so it's essentially as if you had been earning a higher APR the entire time you were, you were in or earning, because again, it's a unrealized loss or gain. The only time you realize that is when you actually sell, and I don't know. I mean, I apologize if that's common sense to a lot of people, but I think that's another thing that people lose sight of. That again, you want to be accumulating when the prices are low and suppressed, and you want to be taking profit when we're pumping up, up, up. So, all right. Hopefully that helps. Really exciting stuff coming. Again, we have a busy week ahead of us, not only with new rollouts, but also on marketing and again, driving more volume into those NFTs on the secondary market. So, and like Bull said, the NFTs are very powerful, and we teased yesterday that we are going to be doing a detonator NFT hopefully by the end of the year. Again, just like we did with Sentinel Squadron, this will be a much more limited release, and the artwork will be a little bit more community based. Again, I can't wait to tell you all about that as well. But we are working on all of that behind the scenes right now, and it's why, again, our schedule is absolutely jam-packed. But all that will be coming, and again, not only is it another way to earn through an NFT with the exposure now to EMP and ETH, but potentially it's also a way to help Detonator continue to maintain or at least maintain, if not grow. So, all right. Another big announcement. LA. This is you and I. This is our baby. Digicon. Do you want to talk about Digicon real fast?
Yeah. So Digicon is actually next weekend. It's happening from the 18th to the 20th. And AJ will be speaking on the Saturday, which is the main event at 3 p.m. Eastern. And just like last time, we're going to have our own EMP hall. It was so much fun last time. We have a giant hall with a bunch of other exhibitors' booths in it, but we have the ability to live stream to the entire hall. So we're going to be doing that again. We had great numbers at AJ's speech last time, and we had a lot of you emperors show up to help support and spread the word. So we're hoping that that's the case again. And we're going to be actually able to do a couple live streams this time. One on the Saturday, which is the official talk, and then probably another one on the Sunday. So we're going to be able to promote a lot of these things that we have coming up, and it's going to be a great opportunity for exposure for EMP.
Yep, 100% LA. And I know, again, you and I are working on Digicon. That's another major undertaking. We work with a lady named Waffles Kitty. We love her. She's our representative from Splinterlands. And yeah, I mean, we have our own hall, so there is a lot that goes into that as well. We never a dull moment, that's for sure. So, but yeah, we're excited about that. And one thing too, we never the last Digicon we didn't have our NFT available, and a lot of these people are a lot more familiar with NFTs. Again, Splinterlands being an NFT based play to earn game, I think we could see a lot of people, getting interested in EMP simply by buying the NFT because they're used to that process. They're not necessarily DeFi users where they have to create LP on their own. They have to farm. I mean, it's a whole different language. So we feel like this is another great way to, a gateway drug, so to speak, into our ecosystem. So really excited about that. And also in regards to Splinterlands, the Splinterlands training is now live in our academy. So again, really excited about that. Steve Arator 82, Steve 82, Steve, a longtime member of both Splinterlands and EMP, did a full video series. Kirk, again, with our academy, helped roll that out from the technical side, and now we have a win-win. So a lot of you have already been watching the academy for Splinterlands. It is a separate module, so make sure you sign up to our EMP Academy and take the Splinterlands training. You will be able to earn a certificate of completion with that and be eligible for more giveaways through that as well. So we're letting people have the first month, I'm sorry, the first week, the next like 6 or 7 days to take that academy, but starting next week, we'll be doing another giveaway on these live AMAs for everybody that specifically completed the Splinterlands training. We'll be giving you card packs. So we'll be giving away card packs at random for that. And at the end of November, just before Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, at the end of the year, we'll be doing a massive giveaway with a Rooney. So a Rooney is one of the generative NFTs that Splinterlands has launched on Ethereum, and there's a lot of buzz. It was like the second highest volume on OpenSea the last week and a half. So I have about 4 or 5 of those. We'll be giving one of them away to again as a big giveaway for those that complete the Splinterlands training. So, and I know a lot of you have been watching it. I know it's a lot of info. Some of you are already a bit overwhelmed, but remember, I mean, anything new can be a little intimidating or overwhelming. But the more you actually go into it and want to learn, that's when you have the most success. And we spell it all out for you in terms of Splinterlands, how to get started, how to play the game, how to rent your cards even. Again, there's a bonus video after you complete the core mechanics that gives you even more info on how to earn in Splinterlands without necessarily having to commit a bunch of time to Splinterland. So, and remember, EMP is accepted in Splinterlands. So not only is that an amazing use case for us, but it's also a way to again diversify into other projects that have proven themselves. So you can buy assets in Splinterlands with your EMP, and it is a great, again, essentially a burn mechanism for EMP because we have an arrangement with Splinterlands that EMP will never be sold on the market. And we're able to reimburse Splinterlands as a company, OTC or over the counter, or treasury to treasury. And we also have a large holding of their native asset, the SPS token. So all good things in regards to Splinterland. So all right, I think that is pretty much it for all of my updates. Again, we are releasing the Detonator NFT hopefully by the end of the year. I know a lot of you are excited for that. We wanted to give you a little bit of a break to get some dry powder together. I know a lot of you want to invest in EMP, but you may not have some, extra funds. So by all means, now is the time to accumulate, but do so responsibly. And Bull, we talked about side hustles Yesterday as well, right, Bull? Whatever it takes.
Oh yeah, 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 yep. Whatever it takes. I mean, like, if you don't think that, let's just say hypothetically, you get a side hustle and it's $20 an hour, right? If you don't think like that is good enough, you need to look a little bit deeper, like in what that $20 could be. And let's just say you just straight up buy ETH, right? At what is it, 1256? What happens, like if ETH does a 2x, a 3x, a 4x, and locks up your stuff for 8 months? No, just kidding. And so I was just joking about the last number I said, but what happens if that, like ETH does go, 1x, 2x, 3x, 5x, whatever. The point is that your, that $20 that you are making is actually worth a lot more than just that $20. And getting that side hustle in the bear market, that's how you are going to, like leverage that out. And I've told the story before when, I first started out, I would make trades on exchanges, even if I could just make $2 or $3 in profit, because my goal was to make $20 in profit every day with like BTC. And back then you could move in and out of exchanges for like in literally like in seconds, and for like less than a penny. And so I used to tell my friends that, and they would laugh and laugh at me and say, "Oh my God, you're wasting your time doing that, spending all that time in front of your computer to, earn $20 an increased value of Bitcoin every day." I said, "Yeah, but it's so easy. I just buy it for 5 cents on one exchange and go and sell it, for 5.5 cents." It was really easy because back then there weren't a whole lot of bots where they were just auto arbitraging like that, and so when it wasn't so stupid anymore, when, BTC went from when I was doing that, like at 900 to 70 grand or 60 grand, those $20 days were all of a sudden like amplified by, 30x, 40x, 50x. And that's how you have to look at like your side hustle, especially if that side hustle money is going to go directly into crypto, as long as, you're putting it in a responsible spot where you can earn. That money, is going to, go from $20 an hour to potentially 40 to 100 to 1,000. Because if you take the time to find those projects, like those blue chips that are kind of hidden gems at the moment, or things that have really pulled back, that are, kind of AAA type of blue chip products, you're going to be able to amplify your money. But this is not, financial advice. I'm not telling you to throw your money at just anything. You need to do, a lot of research and your due diligence to figure out like where you should actually put that money. And, you know, I'm biased, like, but like you can look in this ecosystem first because you have exposure to BNB and ETH, and just tell me what you think it's going to do. And especially, instead of just sticking it in your wallet and watching it go up and down and waiting for that appreciation to happen, might be a smart move to, actually yield a little bit every single day on that $20. But that's me.
Yep, absolutely, Bull. Again, we preach about it all the time, and discuss how important it is to actually yield on your assets. And I know, me personally, that is how I built my wealth in crypto. When I got in crypto about 7 years ago, I realized early on, that I want to get into projects that produce a yield, rather than just buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or blue chips, and holding them in my wallet and hoping that the price goes up. I mean, it does. That's one way to play it for sure. Again, had I just held, I would still be up massively. But the fact that I was able to yield on those assets, now not only did those assets go up in value, but now I've have all the yield from, 5 7 years of being in. So that is where, again, you don't have to rely on the 10, 20, 100x projects. Those are great too, and sometimes you get lucky, but really at the end of the day, it's about sound, just investment strategy on growing your bag long term. And like Bull just said, I mean, even $20 a day, like that sounds like not a lot, or maybe it does sound like a lot. I don't know, but the point is that adds up massively over time, and it's why we built this ecosystem for sustainability. I mean, again, it may not be the 2, 3, 4% daily, but none of those APRs are sustainable. So yeah, go ahead, Bull. You want to add more to that? Sorry, brother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's something like this is actually a question for you. I'm going to put you on the spot. Um,
I love it.
you know, oh okay. Here we go. So we used to talk about this a lot on the AMAs, kind of back in the day. Potentially like doing some Launchpad or getting some type of just early into things where like EMP is launching projects. Do where would you see that on the roadmap? Because like my background obviously is in like IDOs, so it's always been something that's interesting to me. And just as an FYI, people, like most IDOs in a bear market really stink, but in terms of like building towards like the bull market, I'm always looking towards the future, but trying to do that thing right now. So where do you see like that on the roadmap? Is that something that like we're looking at or potentially building towards like in the final form?
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. So amazing question. And yeah, I mean, we again, it feels like we've been around a lot longer than we have been. I mean, we're going on 10 months, which is just an eternity in crypto. And again, a testament to us and what we're building. Most DeFi projects are lucky if they last, 2 or 3 months. But yeah, that being said, our roadmap, I mean, obviously we're ambitious. We were hoping to have, some sort of a launch pad by the end of year one. But as we move into the final form, without giving too much alpha or giving too many things away, as we continue to build that out, yeah, I mean that is absolutely part of the plan, and doing it in a very different way because I think the traditional launchpad idea, um, we've seen that kind of come and go. At one point in the last bull run, like that was the new hot thing. Like every launchpad project, not only did their native, economy, like their native assets, absolutely moon because usually you had to hold the native asset to be eligible for the pre-sales. But a lot of those launchpad, projects also did 10, 20, 100x, and that's really easy to do in a bull market. I mean, money is flying around like mad. Um, and some of them were flop. I know, some of the launch pads, they didn't do anything. And again, we would do things a lot differently, meaning it would be almost an all-in-one solution where I think a better term would be an incubator rather than a launch pad, where we would actually incubate projects, the entire way. Not only would we, make sure the code is good, Jake would do like an audit basically, ensuring the code is top notch. We would have, other people in our big brain group and parts of the team do economic models and economic audits and make sure the tokenomics are solid. And then we would open it up to all of you, which is the third element that nobody really, or that every crypto project wants, and that's the marketing end. So this would be like an all-in-one solution where we literally incubate projects from, you know, day one, and then that would be our launch pad, where again we open that up to all of you, and you better believe that all of that access will require both EMP and eShare, which will be a huge use case for eShare and EMP. So, yeah, but I think we get in the habit of not really talking about the things that are on the roadmap. Like you said, we used to talk about it a lot. We get so bogged down, with this go 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 mentality of launching what's next in the pipeline. But sometimes we don't take enough time to talk about what's coming as well. And yeah, all of that is absolutely on the horizon. So Again, I said in yesterday's AMA, if I could tell all of you like at least 10% of what we are building right now, you would just be you would be even more bullish on EMP. So yeah, go ahead,
Hey,
Bull.
I
Does that
I
help?
know. Whoop. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like, and just so everybody knows, we did not talk about that. We haven't even, really talked about launch pads in like a month.
Yep.
So like that was a straight fastball at AJ's head. And look at how well he handled that. Like, I am super bullish because, like I said, I've had great like success with IDOs, and I want to see other people here have that same type of like chance at us at the just kind of that major opportunity, because the passive income is great, but like like, and I'm the first one to talk to like to kind of shit on articles that talk about that 100x or that Dogecoin millionaire, but it would add a really like exciting element to the platform to have access to, as you called it, an incubator. And so I'm absolutely looking forward to something like that, because it just adds so many eyeballs and interest and hype. And like I know like UNLA could knock that out of the park, like just talking, going on your AMA circuit tour, like rock stars, and like talking about that. So in addition to NFT launches, I just couldn't imagine. Well, I really could. Like this absolute like hype built around like new projects from a trusted protocol, not just, hey, we launch tokens, and we have tiered memberships, blah 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 blah, but like a trusted protocol that has like a track record of building like incredible economics, building great partnerships, and building just really, everything here is just really well done. So I'm looking forward to like seeing how we can develop that and roll something like that out. And it's not like we haven't talked a lot about this in the past, kind of behind the scenes, but it just was something on my mind, and like
Yeah. No.
just kind of came to my mind. So I just had to throw it out there because I was like, oh,
I love it. Yeah,
you know,
Bull, no doubt.
yeah.
Yeah, you said a fastball to my face. I love it, bro. No, but it's true. I mean, again, Bull is now officially part of the team. He's in all the team meetings, and we hadn't even talked about this Launchpad or IDO um rollout in a while. But if all of you are on the AMAs, you've been here from the get. Bull started as an amazing community member, and remembers us talking about all that months and months ago. And yeah, that is definitely on the forefront of what we're going to be rolling out. And a perfect example of that is Impulse. So again, something we used to talk about a lot. Now we haven't in a while because the infamous when Pulse Chain launch has become even more of a meme than I would like to admit. Again, I still love Richard Hart. I think he's one of the smartest guys in crypto. I don't really agree with his, fashion sense or, time schedules. But again, I mean, who knows? I think when the time is right, Pulse Chain will launch, and that is a sister project that we're launching again, and the first algorithmic token on Pulse Chain. It'll be called Impulse, and we will apply everything that we've learned through EMP on the Impulse economics. And again, I've said it over and over, but I should probably say it on every AMA. Those of you that are proven good actors and that are holding EMP and using it in our ecosystem rather than selling it, you all will have first dibs and first access into Impulse. And I think a lot of people are undervaluing the potential of that because you can stand to make a very good amount of money when these seigniorage protocols launch in the beginning, because that's how all the liquidity is initially introduced. And again, we will still hold the floor. We'll have a hybrid model of what we did with EMP with the Select Six, where the Genesis round was closed, so that we could hold the floor for everybody. But we have an even more unique idea for Impulse. So all of you again that are good actors that don't sell EMP, that use EMP to make more eShare, you will be first in line when Impulse launches. And that carries over into everything I just said about, an incubator and any other projects. Again, Impulse will be a sister project, meaning, so it's basically all of us running it as well. But the incubator will be more of other projects that we, bring in so that our resources are not divided too much. It'll again be standalone entities that we cultivate. Again, there's a good word, Bull. Speaking of cultivate, Cultivator's been killing it. For those of you that are in Cultivator, it's still like 1% a day. It's been insane. So, all right, I think that is all the news. Bull or LA, anything I forgot? Or anything you want to go into before we do a giveaway? I wanted to make tonight a little bit, again, short and sweet. I don't see any pressing questions either. So, yeah, go ahead, Bull LA. Any final words or comments before we do the giveaway? No? All right,
Nothing that
cool.
I
Yeah,
see.
all right. Yeah,
No.
I think we're good. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up with our You Share BNB giveaway. Excuse me. This is our reward from one of our very generous donors, Gene. He is one of our VIPs. Had a lot of success in EMP. Um, and said, "Hey, how can I, support the community the most?" And he said, "How about I do a giveaway for all of you that have taken the academy?" We said, "Man, that's a great idea, Gene." So here we are. If you have taken the academy and updated your wallet address, um, you are automatically eligible for this giveaway. We give away zero point 0.1 share BNB LP, and all you have to do is take the academy. So one more incentive to finish the EMP Academy. All right, here we go. Without further ado, the Wheel of the Fortunate. Good luck, everybody. All right, here we go. All right, man. I love it. Again, you don't have to put your real name, but you do have to put your wallet address. Man is the winner. 5451. You will be getting 0.1 LP in your wallet. Again, no need to connect to anything or worry about any sort of an airdrop. All of that is a scam, and remember to always be careful with who you're responding to. If it's a DM, it's a scam. So, all right. That is it. Congrats to Man. Let me pull up our YouTube. While we enjoy the music. Gotta love some good tonable music, right? Alright, well there you have it. Again, another short and sweet AMA. I will be around all this week. However, again, I can't. I just want to make sure everybody is aware that I may be at a different time. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later as far as our AMAs over the next few days. Again, we have a lot going on. I have meetings I have to be involved in, and so if I do miss an AMA or you don't see an AMA by the time we usually do them, please join our Telegram, and chances are Bull or LA or one of our other community members will run a community-led AMA, or team members rather, run a community AMA in the Telegram. So, and again, that's another great way to just get to know everybody. Not a lot of pressure. If you're nervous about being on one of our actual AMAs, that's a great way to build community over on Telegram. So, all right, everybody. Again, amazing stuff happening. We have a great week ahead of us. Remember, a large marketing push for our NFTs tomorrow with Rarity Sniper. and then hopefully a use case, new utility and use case for eShare by this week. And last but not least, again, not financial advice, but could be a great opportunity to get EMP and eShare at bargain basement prices. So, all right, hope all of you are well. Again, much love. Appreciate you all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube and share it out with as many people as you think would be interested in what we're doing here at EMP and help us continue to grow. So, all right, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.